Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Mehdi. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 backup bottle worthy cheap alternative Middle Eastern fragrances. Before starting the main list, I have here one honorable mention. Club de Nuit Intense Man EDT is still one of the best backup bottle worthy cheap Middle Eastern fragrances in my collection. You cannot go wrong with any versions of this fragrance. EDP, EDT, Perfume, Pure Perfume, and so on. Just because it is a very well-known fragrance, I didn't put it on the main list. Let's get into it. Let's start by House of Armaf at number 5. Club de Nuit Sillage, one of the best silver mountain water inspired fragrances. I cannot say to this one exact cologne because it differs at some points compared to silver mountain water. This one leans more woody and spicy and less musky at the dry down. Somehow more woody and heavier version of that fragrance. I mean, it has more weight to it and it is not as simple as silver mountain water. I can get 10 hours plus longevity on the skin with 2 hours, good projection and very good sillage. Sillage of this fragrance, like the name is, above average. At number 4 from House of Afnan, Supremacy Not Only Intense. I show you my backup bottles because I believe somehow you cannot say it is backup bottle worthy without owning it. So such a beautiful, dense and concentrated fragrance. Wow, fills out your lungs. It is a very dense type of fragrance. You can feel that fragrance is concentrated. It is extrait de parfum, means 40% oil concentration. It is a citrusy and woody fragrance, something between Aventus and Hajiwat, but leans closer to Hajiwat from House of Nishane. I can get a very solid 10 to 12 hours plus longevity out of this one. On the skin, on the clothing can last like 3-4 days, and projection and sillage is very great for first 2 to 3 hours. At number 3, one of the best alternative fragrances in my collection, hands down. Oud for Glory from House of Letafa. It is alternative cologne of Oud for Greatness from House of Initio. In terms of presentation, bottle looking, not box, and scent profile, it is the best alternative for Oud for Greatness so far. For those who haven't smelled this fragrance, it is a bit spicy because of saffron. It is woody because of oud. Tiny, smoky, not that much in the smoky side. It is in the bitter side of oud without being that much burned. Plus somehow sugary candy flossy vibe at the background. Performance is very good. I can get 10 to 12 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2 to 3 hours. Very good projection and sillage. At number 2, again from House of Letafa, such a great value for your money. If you haven't heard about this house, just go check them out. I am sure you're gonna find a lots of hidden gems. Amiral Oud Intense, hands down, easily at top 5 most complimented cheap alternative Middle Eastern fragrances in my collection. It's inspired by the Fireplace from Maison Margiela, but compared to that fragrance, this one is more pronounced and concentrated, leans denser, more sweet, I can say. Definitely it is sweeter and all of the notes are more pronounced here. Last 10 to 12 hours plus on me with 2 to 3 hours, very crazy projection and sillage. At number 1, at the top of the list, I have told you in several videos that this fragrance is most complimented cheap alternative fragrance in my collection after Club de Nuit Intense Man at the second place. I'm talking about Daraj from House of Versace. Sexiest floral spicy fragrance ever created, without exaggeration. It is not a love at the first sniff, but it is grower type of fragrance. By the time grows on you and turns to a mind-blowing fragrance. Right now, definitely blows me away and gets crazy compliments, but just if you are not into sweet fragrances, floral fragrances and spicy fragrances, especially cumin note, which is a prominent note here, this fragrance is not for you. Take care, guys.